Hello and welcome, true art believers, and welcome to today's live art stream. This is Pierson here. I am the #1 live art streamer, hands down. Yeah, boy. Anyways, that was so stupid. Oh gosh. Anyways, it is. You're watching 300 Days of Drawing, and it is officially my 300th, 300th, 100th. I'm trying to put the TH at the end. Day of 300 Days of Drawing. I've officially done 300 live streams consecutively. Quite amazing. I'm really thrilled about that. But I can't dwell on it too long, right? I can't dwell on it too long because otherwise you're gonna kind of stay stagnant. So what I'm gonna do today is we're gonna be doing another live art stream, and we're gonna be doing some gesture drawings at like 30 seconds, and then we're gonna do another like set of gesture drawings at like 1 minute, then 2 pairs of 5 minutes, and then one 10-minute drawing. Alrighty then, let's go. Wait. And let's do this. 30 seconds. Here we go. Now I'm going to hold really lightly on the brush, on the pencil here, and we're just going to kind of do the figure here. We're just going to kind of go here and see what we can get done in the time frame. I have 15 seconds. Not a lot of time for me to really do anything exciting, other than just kind of establish something that's going on. I'm not even getting anything in this one right here. All right, that's it. That's all I got. So let's do this one real quick. Kind of gesture it up. Like so. And he's got some arms here. He's holding something and so forth. And that's all I'm going to get for this 30-second one. And another one is kind of do a quick gesture drawing here. Let's kind of quickly make these forms like this, like that, and kind of do something like this, and then he's kind of looking up like that. There we go. Another 30-second. Here's another 30-second right here. Gonna do something like that, and then kind of do a little grip thing here, like this. So I'm being extra silent because I want to kind of get more done with these 30-second drawings here and see how far I can get them going in the time frame that I have. Not good, but it's okay. I'm getting a little bit more concise with my marks. Okay, I got to slow down on the talking for a second here. Okay, this guy's doing pull-ups, let's kind of get this guy in here. There we go. All right, no head. Just be quick and gestural. Don't worry about expressing details. We're treating it as if you're one step away, like a notch away from it being like a stick figure almost. So that's what you want or at least that's what I'm thinking is what you want to do for a gestural drawing that's only 30-second is once removed from being almost a kind of like a stick figure. Like not a lot's going to get done in the time frame that you've allotted, and so forth. But you're going to get, right? So it's going to have some energy to it, and it's going to be very low information, a little bit of like exaggeration, you know, and that's fine given the time frame that is allotted for these drawings, because I only have 30 seconds to establish some sort of semblance of a figure. So you gotta kind of be almost overly general and really get the just kind of simple shape of the figure. You want to get something like that, like a little expression, a glimpse of what the figure could be. That was a little bit more technical. So I think this is the 10th one, the last one. Yeah. All right. And this is, oh, this is a 1 minute one. So we're still going to maintain, I'm going to try to maintain that same kind of pace, right? And almost maintain that simplicity that I've been working with for the past this past drawing session. Just really um, like being almost stereotypical with the forms, you know. So this is an over the head view, very kind of hard to really establish anything because I can't really tell. It looks like his arms kind of going down here, and his head is like this. His arms down here. I can't tell. I think that's part of his chest, and you can see his hand right here. But mainly, this is a really hard pose. You really can't tell what it is. You'd have to spend some time on that type of pose. Okay, so here we go. Kind of generalizing the pose here. All right, and just kind of trying my best to maintain the same speed that I was having with my previous drawings. Not worrying about whether I'm going to get the figure and the frame. I have a tendency of messing that up anyways. So I got to kind of generalize these forms a little bit. And then later on, as I get more skilled at this, like drawing like this, I should be able to get more accurate. But you know, I haven't got to that point. I'm kind of behind on the times. That leg's wrong. And then his arm kind of goes right here, doing an arm thing. Okay, this one's kind of an awkward pose. It's kind of a it's a laying down pose with a lot of like twisting and turning and a lot of foreshortening. The guy's arm comes off the frame here. Maybe I can move it in a little bit. Get his arm back in there. I don't think I can without kind of exaggerating a little bit. So we got to put his hands here. Not enough time to really sculpt and work with hands. I messed with someone all up. His neck, I didn't get his neck in there. I only have 15 seconds to work on this. It's a very awkward pose. Like his torso is doing something like this, and then his hips are far down here, and I need to move the neck farther down. Not enough time to really address that. His arm needs to extend off the frame, and I tried moving it, but in a 1 minute pose, I don't have enough time to kind of scale down the drawing as much as I'd like to. So here we go, kind of This guy's hair is doing something like this, and he's got shoulder blade is the thing about these gestural drawings is if you don't get the line in the first time, there's not a lot of time to kind of correct it. So if you're not getting that mark in the exact time that you wanted it, um, you don't have the option, like you don't have the luxury of doing it correct because you're in a time crunch. You only have 20. I only have like you only have a minute, and every line you make has to have kind of like a purpose. And so when you're not able to when you mess up, you know, you can't go and say, you can't go back and like and erase this. You can be like, oh, sorry, I gotta start over. Nope, you are done. That's just the way it goes with these gesture drawings. Is once you are done, once you make that mark, you really can't go back and start correcting it. And that's what when you're new, when you're first starting out, you want to like make every mark, every part of the figure correct. And you don't always have that option to kind of do something like that. So, if you miss that mark, you just kind of go ahead and you move on, you move on and you keep pushing forward. Um, you got to get that in there. Anyways, what is with pull-up photos? I don't really like these pull-up photos. There's like 3 of them. I'm not really a fan of the whole pull-up photo motif. Oh, this is a 5-minute one. Okay. Well, I have some time now. But I'm not really a fan of a 5-minute of pull-up photos. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dial back on the pressure. I'm going to hold the pencil a little bit like this, and then I'm going to draw lighter. So it's going to be very light, but I'm going to try to maintain that same kind of like um, feeling, that freshness that I had with my other drawings. But I'm still going to have to yeah, with my other drawings, but I'm going to I don't know what I'm going to do. This is an awkward pose anyways. These pull-up poses are actually quite awkward. All right. Because technically you're looking underneath the rib cage. That's what I'm getting. And then you're seeing this guy do some pull-ups. And it's not like he's a particularly like these he's not like a bodybuilder, so you don't really get those like bulging muscles that you see in those bodybuilding magazines. So it's very subtle. I think when you're those artists are really good at defining those muscle categories. But when you're drawn from the human, like a real human figure, one that isn't on HGH or steroids, you're not going to get those like separations of muscle that you are seeing in comic books. So like there's a huge disconnect about how to draw like a realistic figure and a comic character, you know. And I'm not gonna lie, I am adding a little bit of an artistic license on this dude, maybe giving him a little bit more definition than he really has. Uh, Probably because I'm trying to, I need to have some sort of visual landmarks for me. I'm gonna put little X marks for where his nipples go, because it makes me laugh. That's why. 2 minutes. You see right here, that's his neck, and then that's his like chin. You don't see anything else. I really don't see. I literally don't see anything else there. As a matter of fact, his chin's much pointier than I'm giving. I'm really than I'm giving him credit, or that I'm drawing. I'm not really drawing a pointy chin. I got 2 minutes here. Let's kind of add like oversized hands here just for place markers. Kind of put like a bar. just like a bar thing here to signify he's doing some pull-ups. And I'm gonna make him a little bit. Got a minute. Move him around. And let's press B. We got to give him and he's actually got like almost really like flat muscles, leg muscles. There's really nothing there. You know, there's like a little bit here. He doesn't really have anything. He has like kind of round knees on this. His left knee's kind of round. As a matter of fact, I don't think I'm doing his legs justice. I think they're more like they taper in more like this. You know, he's got just kind of standard guy legs. You know, there's nothing there. I don't have enough time to put his feet in there. I don't know what I'm going to do. Not in the time frame that I have here. Let's kind of mess around. Maybe define some things a little bit more. Anyways, this is not turning out that well. I probably should, his torso needs to be longer. I gave him more lats. His legs look flat, but then again, in real life, his legs, oh, this is awful. His legs look flat in the first place. So this is another 5-minute drawing. Going to do it. I'm going to do it mainly because it's there. Last time I was here, I was doing a 5-minute drawing. I was skipping over to find a good one, but this is a boring figure. It's literally a guy sitting cross with his legs crossed, and you're not even getting the front side. It's his back side. You know, it's basically a back image of a back. You know, and that's one thing about these. That's one thing that you need to start doing, I think, as an artist, is start doing like boring photos, you know, like just start doing them where it's nothing special, like just an everyday like photo. Because actually this one's boring, but also it's just poor quality. It's like too dark and so forth. There's not really cool angles. Let's see here. Let's kind of, yeah, not really cool angles here. I probably need to make him longer. But anyways, like you want to start doing like photos that aren't interesting because you know, you're not always going to be in reality. There's not like always these like exaggerated forms. So like comic art and illustration and all this other stuff you see done, that's all exaggerated form. You know, it looks cool, but you know, try making a photo that a drawing of someone that's really a boring drawing essentially, and try making that interesting. You know, start thinking about how you can make that interesting. um and I don't know, I'd have to do this a couple hundred times before this happens, before this becomes anything of like merit to me. You know, it's going to take some time. I have 2 minutes, so I got to just kind of add the basics. What I'm learning with these like longer format drawings, I probably should treat them all like 1-minute drawings. You know, get that like bare form and then go from there. Like get the basic structure in, or get like the basic energy in before you go into these other like details. So he doesn't have like, he has muscle, like he doesn't have like definition. You know, he's not like a bodybuilder. You're not going to have these bulging muscles, you know. You're just going to have like just standard forms. So here we go, kind of. But yeah, you're not going to have anything like special. Why is it? Oh, I thought I gave this guy a shoulder, but apparently I didn't. Oops. Not a good showing on my 300th day. I don't know why it's doing that. Yeah, these like these particular like figures where there's value and there's transitional tones, I'm going to need a lot more time because in order for me to get really subtle, I got to fiddle around with it. I can't do it in 5 minutes. I just don't have that skill yet. I don't know if I'll ever will, but I'm going to keep trying. And great. The 10-minute drawing is a dude climbing a tree, a naked dude climbing a tree. He's not even climbing a tree. It's like he's climbing it and he's holding the branch or he's holding the rope. And what is I don't like these. I don't like these photos where the dude's back is facing away from you and it's just you just see a back of the head. Anyways, I told myself I'm going to do these bad drawings. I told myself I'm going to do them. And by golly, I'm going to do them. So we're just gonna treat it like a giant ball. The guy's like literally a ball, you know. It's a ball here, little ball here. I can't stress this enough. The guy is really a ball. Probably should just. I'm gonna draw it small first. I don't know. Okay, so it's a dude's. The dude's like doing a cannonball, but you don't see any important landmarks at all. You just see a it's a bad photo. He's some. I think why it's difficult is because he's really. You get the impression that he's a really short dude, or he's really crouched up. I don't see any feet, so I don't. Okay, got his knees here. His knees are going above his shoulders, so his shoulders right here. His knees are going above his shoulders. His hand is like right here, doing a hand thing. Yeah, this is a weird pose. He's he's tightened up here. Right, it's kind of tight like that. His knees doing something like that. And he's got this line here. And then his calf muscle is just barely showing. I really can't tell, but I'm going to try to put it in there like that. And then his leg, this leg's probably about right. I think it needs to go be higher up right here. And then he's got this kind of curve right here. And then there right here is a little bitty line for where he's bending his knee, I guess. And then everything else is right in front. So you got the shoulder because he's doing some sort of like lat pull type thing because he's basically holding a rope. And then there's his hand right here and another hand right here. I can't tell. His thumb, I don't know how it is. I think it's something like that. Really can't tell. It's so small and it's kind of like it's very minuscule. All right. And then he's got this arm here. It's hard to tell what's happening here. I'm just gonna wing it. Just gonna wing it. Something like that. Then he's got this shadow here. What's going on? I can't tell what's happening right here. We're just gonna make it a dark spot. And same goes for like right here. Four minutes. Not bad. There's some shadow happening right here. Some shadow happening right here. And then he has right here is shadow-ish. And then this is where some shadow happens some more. And then there is a shadow right here and so forth. I actually probably need to make his back a little wider than I'm giving him credit. There's some shadow happening right here. Something like that. Let's see here. And then his head, he's got let's put this let's put his head in there so we can see. I'm gonna put an ear there, like that, and then something like that. I think that's about right. And then something like that, and then he's got like can't tell his hair. We're just gonna kind of wing his hairstyle. It's just like a there we go, and we're gonna do something like that. All right, now let's see. I want something kind of like kind of get this in there real quick. Something like that. Now let's get this guy's hand in here. You can barely see it. Yeah, you can barely see it. He's we're just gonna pretend there's rope right here, and then he's got his hand, and then he's got his fingers, kind of doing finger thingies right here, and his thumb. At least that's what it feels like it, because it's so. I can barely see it. It's super tiny. Like when I say super tiny, like this, the figure on my screen is like this big. It's like this big, 2 inches, 2.5 inches. And I'm trying to draw it with in a certain time frame. Cannonball. That's what he's doing. All right. All right. Now let's kind of add some stuff. I have a minute 29. I don't know what I can get that done in that time frame. Not much. Not much can get done in that time frame. And that is it. That was pretty good for 10 minutes. Not greatest, not the greatest, but it was a pretty weird photo. And you'll get better each time, right? That's whenever you're doing these drawings, you can only go forward, right? I know there's this idea that you kind of go backward, but I think there's a that you can only go forward when you're doing these type of drawings. So I'm gonna go P21, and it is day 300. What's that? Yeah, that's supposed to be like a smiley face. So day 300. Woo! All right, I am done with my 300 days of drawing series. We're going to be doing 400 days of drawing, and I think I'm going to have an art giveaway. I have some art T-shirts that I and a coffee mug that I was wanting to give away, and I just never got to doing it. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have an art giveaway as a way of kind of saying thank you for those that watched, and also as a way of like just celebrating the the series. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's live art stream. This is Pierson. I am the #1 live art streamer in the world, and thank you so much for watching. On to 400 days of drawing. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. That's quite a feat. I want to for anyone that does anything for an extended period of time. I just want to say I commend you, and I totally understand working and working and working. So I wish you all the best. Have a wonderful holiday. Cheers. This is Pierson.